Good afternoon, listeners, wherever you may be. My name's Harry, and today I'll be conducting a presentation that analyses the importance of implementing training and leadership within an organisation. During the presentation, the organisation of focus will be the McDonald's franchise. I'll be discussing how and why McDonald's should look to bolster its operation through the effect that improved leadership training can have. If you've ever stepped outside your front door, chances are you've probably seen a McDonald's store. Whether it's in your local town or on the side of the highway, they're everywhere. McDonald's is a fast food chain that was founded by the McDonald brothers in 1940, Richard and Maurice. Since then, it's expanded all over the globe, boasting over 39,000 stores worldwide and now employing well over 200,000 people. The expansion of the organisation was made possible by the wits of American businessman Ray Kroc, who officially opened the first McDonald's in 1955 in Illinois. By 1960, he'd opened over 200 restaurants over the USA. McDonald's, known by many as Macca's, is known for its hamburgers, speedy service and consistency. In Australia, McDonald's was founded in 1971 and took the nation by storm, rapidly expanding all over the country. Today, it employs over 100,000 people nationwide across its 970 restaurants and management offices. The need for leadership development has never been more crucial in enabling businesses in the modern era to survive amongst competitors and thrive through the ever-changing environments of the modern world. The following points will highlight the key benefits of leadership training and help highlight why organisations should look to implement and prioritise. Firstly, you'll be able to formulate and implement effective leadership strategies. You'll also develop the capabilities needed to increase your team's work productivity. It will help decrease employee turnover, whilst increasing engagement, creating a strong and united team. It will help you identify and improve your own leadership style. You will develop your communication skills, improving the art of negotiation, influence among the staff, and conflict management. You will become more confident as a leader and find new ways of influencing the teams you lead. You will learn how to effectively connect to people, developing the ability to give constructive feedback and critically seek the feedback of your team. To conclude, by organisations implementing strong leadership training amongst its teams, it can expect to see improved employee culture and likelihood of achieving goals, increased motivation, a desire to work together as a team, and also higher levels of employee growth and development, which are crucial in the ever-changing working environment. If you implement leadership among your teams, the team might look something like this. They look pretty happy if you ask me. As an organisation, it's pivotal that McDonald's engages its leadership teams in prioritising the delivery of leadership training to all staff employed. Here's why. Studies show that McDonald's employees have been at times subject to poor working environments and conflict that's made national headlines. Obviously, this isn't ideal for the franchise. News that made the headlines includes footage of a man attacking a young employee. The employee was just 15 years old. Claims that the franchise isn't doing enough to prevent sexual harassment in the workplace. There was a case of compulsory unpaid cleaning at a store in Brisbane, and also accusations of exploiting young workers as cheaper labour forms and cutting the hours of long-term employees. All of these are perfect examples of why McDonald's should look to implement leadership training among its teams. By building leadership training, it will help prevent these things from happening. McDonald's also faces a labour shortage in the market. Because of this, they've opted to increase its minimum wage to appeal to job seekers. Although this may assist in employing staff, leadership within the business is what will ultimately retain, motivate and develop the employees whilst improving job satisfaction at the same time. The first recommendation our firm will make to McDonald's is to implement monthly performance appraisals. Performance appraisals are meetings that are held between an employee and their direct supervisor. They aim to evaluate, document and look to enhance employee performance right across the board. By training your leaders to deliver performance reviews, it will improve their leadership qualities, but it will also have an array of benefits for the rest of the team. Appraisals are found to have the following benefits. Firstly, they improve employee morale. Secondly, They also improve staff retention, which is relevant to McDonald's. It also motivates existing and new employees. It develops all employees, and it also enables all employees a voice. If you as a business are looking to identify future leaders within your business and in your current teams, the appraisal process is a great place to start. This is because it gives you the perfect opportunity to tap into your team's intellect. And who knows, there might be a staff member who's always been afraid to speak, but they might have an amazing idea that they feel comfortable bringing up in the performance appraisal process. Further studies show that there is a significant positive relation between productivity, work satisfaction, and organisational commitment of staff. As mentioned earlier in the presentation, McDonald's, as every business does, faces an array of issues relating to employees, working environment, as well as customers. Research shows that by implementing performance appraisals, McDonald's could eradicate these issues, as employees will have increased productivity, improved employee morale, improved guidance, and an understanding of their role, the opportunity to raise any issues of concern with their direct supervisor and be heard, increased motivation levels among all employees, in turn creating a more satisfying working environment. So, what's the best way to implement appraisals into your workplace? When implementing any change into your business procedures, it's important the business has a plan. Based off our recommendation, we suggest McDonald's implements the appraisal process off the following steps: develop an evaluation form, identify performance measures, set guidelines for feedback, create a disciplinary and termination procedure, set an evaluation schedule. That last point, in my mind, is the most important thing that we can do. You need to drill it into the staff that at this time, you will be having a performance review. That helps with consistency. This needs to be driven by senior members of the organisation. They need to be invested in the growth and development of their staff. Our firm also believes McDonald's should implement organisational structures into each restaurant. They're proven to fasten decision-making, improve operation efficiency, greater employee performance, eliminate duplication of work, reduce employee conflict, and better communication. Ultimately, the employees need to understand who their direct supervisor is to enable them to effectively communicate, and the supervisor also needs to understand who they're directly responsible for within the business. This enables them to appraise them accordingly.